नमो भगवते रुद्राय ॐ नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यव उतोत इषवे नमः नमस्ते अस्तु धन्वने बाहुभ्यामुत ते नमः यात इषुः शिवतमा शिवं बभूवते धनुः शिवा शरव्या यातवतया नो रुद्रमृडया याते रुद्रशिवा तनोरघोरा पापकाशिनी तया नस्तनुवाशन्तमया गिरिशन्ताभिजाकशीः यामिषुङ्गिरिशन्तहस्ते बिभर्ष्यस्तवे शिवाङ्गिरित्रताङ्गुरुमाहि गुंसीः पुरुषं जगत् शिवेन वचसा त्वा गिरिशाच्छा वदामसि यथा नः सर्वमिज्जगदयक्ष्मगुं सुमना असत् अध्यवोचदधिवक्ताः प्रथमो दैव्योऽभिषग् अहीगश्च सर्वाञ्जम्भयन् सर्वाश्च यातु धान्यः असौ यस्ताम्रो अरुण उत बभ्रुः सुमङ्गलः ये चेमागुं रुद्रा अभितो दिक्षुश्रिताः सहस्रसो वैशागुं हेड ईमहे असौ यो वसर्पति नीलग्रीवो विलोहितः उतैनं गोपा अदृशन्नदृशन्नुदहार्यः उतैनं विश्वाभूतानि सदृष्टो मृडयातिनः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय मीढुषे अथो ये अस्य सत्त्वानो हन्तेभ्यो करन्नमः प्रमुञ्च धन्वनस्त्वमुभयोरार्त्नियोर्ज्याम् याश्च ते हस्त इषवः पराता भगवो वपा अवदत्यधनुस्त्वगुं सहस्राक्षशते शुधे निशीर्य शल्यानां मुखा शिवो नः सुमना भव विज्यन्धनः कपर्दिनो विशल्यो बाणवागुम् उता अनेशन्नस्येषव आभुरस्य निषङ्गतिः याते हेतिर्मीढुष्टमहस्ते बभूवते धनुः तयास्मान् विश्वतस्त्वमयक्ष्मया परिभुजा नमस्ते अस्त्वायुधायानातताय धृष्णवे उभाभ्यामुत ते नमो बाहुभ्यां तव धन्वने परिते धन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् वृणक्तु विश्वतः अथो य इषुधिस्तवारे अस्मन्निधेहितं शम्भवे नमः नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्रयम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः नमो हिरण्यबाहवे सेनान्ये दिशाञ्च पतये नमो नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यः पशूनां पतये नमो नमः सस्पिञ्जराय त्विषीमते पथीनां पतये नमो नमो बभ्रुषाय विव्याधिनेन्नानां पतये नमो नमो हरिकेशायोपवीतिने पुष्टानां पतये नमो नमो भवस्य हेत्यै जगतां पतये नमो नमो तथा विने क्षेत्राणां पतये नमो नमः सूतायाहन्त्याय वनानां पतये नमो नमो रोहिताय स्थपतये वृक्षाणां पतये नमो नमो मन्त्रिणे वाणिजाय कक्षाणां पतये नमो नमो भुवन्तये वारिवस्कृताय औषधीनां पतये नमो नम उच्चैर्घोषाय क्रन्दयते पत्तीनां पतये नमो नमः कृत्स्नवीताय धावते सत्त्वनां पतये नमः नमः सहमानाय निव्याधिन आव्याधिनीनां पतये नमो नमः ककुभाय निषङ्गिणे स्तेनानां पतये नमो नमो निषङ्गिण इषुधिमते तस्कराणां नमो नमो वञ्चते परिवञ्चते स्थायूनां पतये नमो नमो निचेरवे परिचरायारण्यानां पतये नमो नमः सृकाविभ्यो जिघागुंसद्भ्यो मुष्णतां पतये नमो नमो सिमद्भ्यो नक्तञ्चरद्भ्यः प्रगृन्दानां पतये नमो नम उष्णीषिणे गिरिचराय कुलुञ्चानां पतये नमो नम इषुमद्भ्यो धन्वाविभ्यश्च वो नमो नम आतन्वानेभ्यः प्रतिदधानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नम आयच्छद्भ्यो विसृजद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमोऽस्यद्भ्यो विद्यद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नम आसीनेभ्यः शयानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः स्वपद्भ्यो जाग्रद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमस्तिष्ठद्भ्यो धावद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सभाभ्यः सभापतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो अश्वेभ्योऽश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नम आव्याधिनीभ्यो विविध्यन्तीभ्यश्च वो नमो नम उगणाभ्यस्त्रिगुंहतीभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो कृत्सेभ्यो वो नमो नमो व्रातेभ्यो व्रातपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गणेभ्यो गणपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो विरूपेभ्यो विश्वरूपेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो महद्भ्यः क्षुल्लकेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथिभ्यो रथेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथेभ्यो रथपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सेनाभ्यः सेनानिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः क्षत्रुभ्यः सङ्ग्रहीतृभ्यश्च वो नमो नमस्तक्षभ्यो रथकारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः कुलालेभ्यः कर्मारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः पुण्यिष्टेभ्यो निषादेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः ईशकृद्भ्यो धन्वकृद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमो मृगयिभ्यः श्वनिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः श्वभ्यश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नमो भवाय च रुद्राय च नमः शर्वाय च पशुपतये च नमो नीलग्रीवाय च शितिकण्ठाय च नमः कवर्दिने च व्यप्तकेशाय च नमः सहस्राक्षाय च शतधन्वने च नमो गिरिशाय च शिपिविष्टाय च नमो मीढुष्टमाय चेषुमते च नमो ह्रस्वाय च वामनाय च नमो बृहते च वर्षीयसे च नमो वृद्धाय च संवृद्ध्वने च नमो क्रियाय च प्रथमाय च नम आशवे च जिराय च नमः शीघ्रियाय च शीभ्याय च नम ऊर्म्याय च वस्वन्याय च नमः स्रोतस्याय च द्वीप्याय च नमो ज्येष्ठाय च कनिष्ठाय च नमः पूर्वजाय च परजाय च नमो मध्यमाय च प्रगल्भाय च नमो जघन्याय च बुद्धियाय च नमः सौभ्याय च प्रतिसर्याय च नमो याम्याय च क्षेम्याय च नम उर्वर्याय च नमः श्लोक्याय च वसान्याय च नमो वन्याय च कक्ष्याय च नमः श्रवाय च प्रतिश्रवाय च नम आशुषेणाय च शुरथाय च नमः शूराय च वभिन्दते च नमो वर्मिणे च वरोधिने च नमो बिल्मिने च कवचिने च नमः श्रुताय च श्रुतसेनाय च नमो दुन्दुभ्याय च हनन्याय च नमो धृष्णवे च प्रमृषाय च नमो दूताय च प्रहिताय च नमो निषङ्गिणे चेषु धिमते च नमस्तीक्ष्णे शवे च युधुने च नमः स्वायुधाय च सुधन्वने च नमः श्रुत्याय च पथ्याय च नमः काट्याय च नीप्याय च नमः सूद्याय च सरस्याय च नमो नाद्याय च वैशन्ताय च नमः कूप्याय च वट्याय च नमो वर्ष्याय च वर्ष्याय च नमो मेघ्याय च विद्युत्याय च नम ईध्रियाय च तप्याय च नमो वात्याय च रेश्मियाय च नमो स्तव्याय च वास्तुपाय च हरों हर 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 नमः सोमाय च रुद्राय च नमस्ताम्राय च रुणाय च नमः शङ्गाय च पशुपतये च नमः उग्राय च भीमाय च नमो अग्रे वधाय च दूरे वधाय च नमो हन्त्रे च यसे च नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यो नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च नमस्तीर्थ्याय च कूल्याय च नमः पार्याय च वार्याय च नमः प्रतरणाय चोत्तरणाय च नम आतार्याय च लाड्याय च नमः शिष्प्याय च फेन्याय च नमः सिकत्याय च प्रवाह्याय च नम इरिण्याय च प्रपथ्याय च नमः किगुंशिलाय च क्षयनाय च नमः कपर्दिने च पुलस्तये च नमो गोष्ठ्याय च गृह्याय च नमस्तल्प्याय च गेह्याय च काट्याय च गह्वरेष्ठाय च नमो हृदय्याय च निवेश्याय च नमः पागुंसव्याय च रजस्याय च नमः शुष्क्याय च हरित्याय च नमो लोप्याय चोलप्याय च नम ऊर्व्याय च सूर्म्याय च नमः पर्ण्याय च पर्णशिद्याय च नमो बगुरमाणाय च धिघ्नते च नम आखिदते च प्रखिदते च नमो किरिकेभ्यो देवानागुं हृदयेभ्यो नमो विक्षीणकेभ्यो नमो विचिन्वत्केभ्यो अनिर्हतेभ्यो नम आमीवत्केभ्यः द्रापे अन्धसस्पदे दरिद्रन्नीललोहिता येषां पुरुषाणामेषां पशूनां माभेर्मा रोमो येषां किञ्चनामवत् या ते रुद्रशिवा तनोः शिवा विश्वाह भेषजी शिवा रुद्रस्य भेषजीतया नो मृडजीवसे हिमागुं रुद्राय तवसे कपर्दिने क्षयद्वीराय प्रभरामहे मतिम् यथा नश्यमशद्विपदे चतुष्पदे विश्वं पुष्टं ग्रामे अस्मिन्ननातुरम् मृडानो रुद्रोतनो मयस्कृधि क्षयद्वीराय नमसा विधेमते यच्छञ्जयोश्च मनुरायजे पिता तदस्याम तव रुद्रप्रणीतौ मानो महान्तमुतमानो अर्भकं मान उक्षन्तमुतमान उक्षितम् मानो वधीः पितरं मोतमातरं प्रियामानस्तनुवो रुद्ररीरिषः मानस्तोकेतनये मान आयुषिमानो गोषुमानो अश्वेषुरीरिषः वीरान्मानो रुद्रभामितो वधीर्हविष्मन्तो नमसा विधेमते आरात्ते गोघ्न उत पूरुषघ्ने क्षयद्वीराय सुम्नमस्मेते अस्तु रक्षा च नो अधि च देव ब्रूह्यथा च नः शर्म यच्छद्विवरः स्तुहि श्रुतङ्गर्तसदं युवानं मृगन्न भीममुपहत्नुमुग्रम् मृडाचरित्रे रुद्रस्तवानो अन्यन्ते अस्मन्निव पन्तु सेनाः परिणो रुद्रस्य हेतर्वृणक्तपरित्वेषस्य दुर्मतिरघायोः अवस्थिरामघवद्भ्यस्तनुष्वमीढ्वस्तोकायतनयाय मृडया मीढुष्टमशिवतमशिवो नः सुमना भव परमे वृक्ष आयुधन्निधाय कृत्तिं वसान आचर पिनाकं बिभ्रदागहि विकिरितविलोहितनमस्ते अस्तु भगवः यास्ते सहस्रगुं हेतयोऽन्यमस्मन्निव पन्तु ताः सहस्राणि सहस्रधा बाहुवोस्तव हेतयः तासामीशानो भगवः पराचीना मुखाकृधी सहस्राणि सहस्रशो ये रुद्रा अधिभूम्याम् तेषागुं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि अस्मिन्महत्यर्णवेऽन्तरिक्षे भवा अधि नीलग्रीवाः शितिकण्ठाः शर्वा अधः क्षमाचराः नीलग्रीवाश्चितिकण्ठादिवगुं रुद्रा उपश्रिताः ये वृक्षेषु सस्पिञ्जरा नीलग्रीवा विलोहिताः ये भूतानामधिपतयो विशिखासः कपर्दिनः ये अन्येषु विविध्यन्ति पात्रेषु पिबतो जनान् ये पथाम्पथिरक्षय ऐलवृथाय व्युधः ये तीर्थानि प्रचरन्ति सृकावन्तो निषङ्गिणः य एतावन्तश्च भूयागुंसश्च दिशो रुद्रावितस्थिरे तेषागुंसहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्वसि नमो रुद्रेभ्यो ये पृथिव्यां येऽन्तरिक्षे ये दिवि येषामन्नं वातो वर्षमिषवस्तेभ्यो दश प्राचीर्दश दक्षिणा चेर्दशोदीचेर्दशोर्ध्वास्तेभ्यो नमस्ते न मृडयन्तु ते यन्विष्मो यश्च नोद्वेष्टितं वोजम्भे दधामि त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् यो रुद्रो अग्नौ यो अप्सु य ओषधीषु यो रुद्रो विश्वा भुवना विवेश तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु एते सहस्रमयुतं पाशा मृत्यो मर्त्याय हन्तवे यज्ञस्य मायया सर्वानवयजामहे मृत्यवे स्वाहा मृत्यवे स्वाहा प्राणानां ग्रन्थिरसि रुद्रो मा विशान्तकः तेनान्येनाप्यायस्व नमो रुद्राय विष्णवे मृत्युर्मे पाहि सदाशिवो शञ्च मे मयश्च मे प्रियञ्च मे नु कामश्च मे सौमनसश्च मे भद्रञ्च मे श्रेयश्च मे वस्यश्च मे यशश्च मे भगश्च मे द्रविणञ्च मे यन्ता च मे धर्ता च मे क्षेमश्च मे धृतिश्च मे विश्वञ्च मे महश्च मे संविच्च मे ज्ञात्रञ्च मे सूश्च मे प्रसूश्च मे क्षीरञ्च मे लयश्च मरुतञ्च मे मृतञ्च मे यक्ष्मञ्च मे नामयच्च मे जीवातुश्च मे दीर्घायुत्वञ्च मे नमित्रञ्च मे भयञ्च मे सुगञ्च मे शयनञ्च मे सूषा च मे सुदिनञ्च मे ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। श्री हिरण्यगर्भलिंगदेव स्वामिने नमः। अमृताभिषेको अस्तु, हिरण्याभिषेको अस्तु, सुवर्णाभिषेको अस्तु, साम्राज्यभट्टाभिषेको अस्तु। हर नमः पार्वतीपतये, हर हर महादेव हर।
त्रिदलं त्रिगुणाकारं त्रिनेत्रं च त्रियायुधं त्रिजन्म पापसंहारम् एकबिल्वं शिवार्पणम् त्रिशाखैर्बिल्वपत्रैश्च अच्छिद्रैः कोमलैः शुभैः तव पूजां करिष्यामि। एकबिल्वं शिवार्पणम् कोटिकन्या महादानम् तिलपर्वतकोटयः काञ्चनं शैलदानेन एकबिल्वं शिवार्पणम् काशीक्षेत्रनिवासं च कालभैरवदर्शनम् प्रयागे माधवं दृष्ट्वा एकबिल्वं शिवार्पणम् इन्दुवारे व्रतं स्थित्वा निराहारो महेश्वरः नक्तं हौष्यामि देवेश एकबिल्वं शिवार्पणम् रामलिङ्गप्रतिष्ठा च वैवाहिकघृतं तथा तडागादि च सन्तानम् एकबिल्वं शिवार्पणम् अखण्डबिल्वपत्रं च आयुतं शिवपूजनम् कृतं नाम सहस्रेण एकबिल्वं शिवार्पणम् उमया सह देवेश नन्दिवाहनमेव च भस्मलेपन सर्वाङ्गम् एकबिल्वं शिवार्पणम् सालिग्रामेषु विप्राणां तटाकं दशकूपयोः यज्ञकोटिसहस्रस्य एकबिल्वं शिवार्पणम् दन्तिकोटिसहस्रेषु अश्वमेधशतकृतौ कोटिकन्या महादानम् एकबिल्वं शिवार्पणम् बिल्वानां दर्शनं पुण्यम् स्पर्शनं पापनाशनम् अघोरपापसंहारम् एकबिल्वं शिवार्पणम् सहस्रवेदपाठेषु ब्रह्मस्थापनमुच्यते अनेकव्रतकोटीनाम् एकबिल्वं शिवार्पणम् अन्नदानसहस्रेषु सहस्रोपनयनं तथा अनेकजन्मपापानि एकबिल्वं शिवार्पणम् बिल्वस्तोत्रमिदं पुण्यम् यः पठेत् शिवसन्निधौ शिवलोकमवाप्नोति एकबिल्वं शिवार्पणम् महादेव हर 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 महादेव हर 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 महादेव हर 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 महादेव हर 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 हे करुणाकर नटवर हे करुणाकर नटवर महादेव हर 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 महादेव हर 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 हे करुणाकर नटवर हे करुणाकर नटवर महादेव हर 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 महादेव हर 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 महादेव हर हर महादेव हर महादेव हर महादेव gama pada pama ga panga re sa Mahadeva da 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 pama pada ni da pama pada ni da re ga ni da re na ni da pama pada ni da pama ga pama ga re sa Mahadeva ni da pama ga ma pada ni da pada pada da pama pa pa pada da da ni sa ri ga ni sa ni da pama pada sa ni da pama ga re sa Mahadeva Hara Mahadeva Hara 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 Mahadeva Hara Mahadeva Hara Hara Mahadeva Hara 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 Mahadeva 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 Hara Hara प्रभु दाता सवन के 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 प्रभु दाता सबल के प्रभु दाता सबल के प्रभु दाता सबल के तू डरे मन घर बल जिन प्रभु दाता सबल के तू डरे मन घर बल जिन प्रभु दाता सबल के प्रभु प्रभु दाता सबन के प्रभु दाता सबन के प्रभु दाता जो तो चाहे दूध पूत अनधन लक्ष्मी की मानव को नाम जो तो चाहे दूध पूत अनधन लक्ष्मी जो तो चाहे दूध पूत अनधन लक्ष्मी की मानव को नाम लेवा के रब को नाम ले लेवा के रब को नाम ले प्रभु दाता सबन के प्रभु दाता सबन के प्रभु दाता तव तव मपद निधव मपदव मगनिध प्रभु दाता सबन के प्रभु दाता धनि 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 गनि धनि 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 दव मपदनि निधव मपदव मप मग गग गम मम ध धनि 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 दव मप मग प्रभु दाता सबन के सबन के प्रभु दाता सबन के सबन के सबन के
हिरण्यगर्भलिङ्गस्वामिने नमः। वामदेवाय नमः। स्नानं समर्पयामि। स्नानानन्तरं शुद्ध आचमनीयं समर्पयामि। ज्येष्ठाय नमः। वस्त्रं समर्पयामि। श्रेष्ठाय नमः। उपवीतं समर्पयामि। रुद्राय नमः। आभरणान् समर्पयामि। कालाय नमः। दिव्यपरिमलगन्धान् धारयामि। कलविकरणाय नमः। अक्षतान् समर्पयामि। बलविकरणाय नमः। पुष्पं समर्पयामि। अथ अक्षतैः पुष्पैः पूजयामि। ॐ शिवाय नमः। ॐ महेश्वराय नमः। ॐ शम्भवे नमः। ॐ पिनाकिने नमः। ॐ शशिशेखराय नमः। ॐ वामदेवाय नमः। ॐ विरूपाक्षाय नमः। ॐ कपर्दिने नमः। ॐ नीललोहिताय नमः। ॐ शङ्कराय नमः। ॐ शूलपाणिने नमः। ॐ खट्वाङ्गिने नमः। ॐ विष्णुवल्लभाय नमः। ॐ शिविविष्टाय नमः। ॐ अम्बिकानाथाय नमः। ॐ श्रीकण्ठाय नमः। ॐ भक्तवत्सलाय नमः। ॐ भवाय नमः। ॐ शर्वाय नमः। ॐ त्रिलोकेशाय नमः। ॐ शितिकण्ठाय नमः। ॐ शिवाप्रियाय नमः। ॐ उग्राय नमः। ॐ कपालिने नमः। ॐ कामारये नमः। ॐ अन्धकासुरसूतनाय नमः। ॐ गङ्गाधराय नमः। ॐ ललाटाक्षाय नमः। ॐ कालकालाय नमः। ॐ कृपानिधये नमः। ॐ भीमाय नमः। ॐ परशुहस्ताय नमः। ॐ मृगपाणये नमः। ॐ जटाधराय नमः। ॐ कैलासवासिने नमः। ॐ कवचिने नमः। ॐ कठोराय नमः। ॐ त्रिपुरान्तकाय नमः। ॐ वृषाङ्काय नमः। ॐ वृषभारूढाय नमः। ॐ भस्मोद्धूलितविग्रहाय नमः। ॐ सामप्रियाय नमः। ॐ स्वरमयाय नमः। ॐ त्रयीमूर्तये नमः। ॐ अनीश्वराय नमः। ॐ सर्वज्ञाय नमः। ॐ परमात्मने नमः। ॐ सोमसूर्याग्निलोचनाय नमः। ॐ हविषे नमः। ॐ यज्ञमयाय नमः। ॐ सोमाय नमः। ॐ पञ्चवक्त्राय नमः। ॐ सदाशिवाय नमः। ॐ विश्वेश्वराय नमः। ॐ वीरभद्राय नमः। ॐ गणनाथाय नमः। ॐ प्रजापतये नमः। ॐ हिरण्यरेतसे नमः। ॐ दुर्धर्षाय नमः। ॐ गिरीशाय नमः। ॐ गिरिशाय नमः। ॐ अनघाय नमः। ॐ भुजङ्गभूषणाय नमः। ॐ भर्गाय नमः। ॐ गिरिधन्वने नमः। ॐ गिरिप्रियाय नमः। ॐ कृत्तिवाससे नमः। ॐ पुरारातये नमः। ॐ भगवते नमः। ॐ प्रमथाधिपाय नमः। ॐ मृत्युञ्जयाय नमः। ॐ सूक्ष्मतनवे नमः। ॐ जगद्व्यापिने नमः। ॐ जगद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ व्योमकेशाय नमः। ॐ महासेनजनकाय नमः। ॐ चारुविक्रमाय नमः। ॐ रुद्राय नमः। ॐ भूतपतये नमः। ॐ स्थाणवे नमः। ॐ महिर्बुद्धियाय नमः। ॐ दिगम्बराय नमः। ॐ अष्टमूर्तये नमः। ॐ अनेकात्मने नमः। ॐ सात्विकाय नमः। ॐ शुद्धविग्रहाय नमः। ॐ शाश्वताय नमः। ॐ खण्डपरशवे नमः। ॐ अजाय नमः। ॐ पाशविमोचकाय नमः। ॐ मृडाय नमः। ॐ पशुपतये नमः। ॐ देवाय नमः। ॐ महादेवाय नमः। ॐ अव्ययाय नमः। ॐ हरये नमः ॐ पूषदन्तभिदे नमः ॐ अव्यग्राय नमः ॐ दक्षाध्वरहराय नमः ॐ हराय नमः ॐ भगनेत्रभिदे नमः ॐ अव्यक्ताय नमः ॐ सहस्राक्षाय नमः ॐ सहस्रपदे नमः ॐ अपवर्गप्रदाय नमः ॐ अनन्ताय नमः ॐ तारकाय नमः ॐ परमेश्वराय नमः। श्रीहिरण्यगर्भलिङ्गस्वामिने नमः। नानाविधपरिमलपत्रपुष्पाक्षतपूजां समर्पयामि। ॐ वनस्पत्युद्भवेत् दिव्यैर्नानागन्धैः सुसंयुतः आघ्रेयः सर्वदेवानां धूपोऽयं प्रतिगृह्यताम्। धूपमाघ्रापयामि साक्षात् प्रत्यक्षदीपं दर्शयामि। धूपदीपानन्तरं शुद्ध आचमनीयं समर्पयामि। नैवेद्यम् ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। सत्यन्वर्तेन परिषिञ्जामि अमृतमस्तु अमृतोपस्तरणमसि। श्रीहिरण्यगर्भलिङ्गस्वामिने नमः। अमृतोपहारसहितमधुरफलान् निवेदयामि। ॐ प्राणाय स्वाहा ॐ अपानाय स्वाहा ॐ यानाय स्वाहा ॐ उदानाय स्वाहा ॐ समानाय स्वाहा। मध्ये मध्ये उदकपानीयं समर्पयामि। अमृताभिधानमसि उत्तरापोषणं समर्पयामि। हस्तौ प्रक्षालयामि पादौ प्रक्षालयामि मुखे शुद्ध आचमनीयं समर्पयामि। मनोन्मनाय नमः। ताम्बूलं समर्पयामि। ताम्बूलचर्वणानन्तरं शुद्ध आचमनीयं समर्पयामि। अथ नीराजनम्। ॐ अघोरेभ्यो दघोरेभ्यो घोरघोरतरेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः सर्वशर्वेभ्यो नमस्ते अस्तु रुद्ररूपेभ्यः। सम्राजञ्च विराजञ्च अभिश्रीर्याचनो गृहे लक्ष्मीराष्ट्रस्य या मुखे तया मासकुं सृजामसि। ॐ नर्यप्रजां मे गोपाय अमृतत्वाय जीवसे जाताञ्जनिष्यमाणाञ्च अमृते सत्ये प्रतिष्ठिताम्। अधर्वपितुं मे गोपाय रसमन्नमिहायुषे अदब्धायोषीततनो अविशन्नः पितिं कृणु। शग्रस्य पशून्मे गोपाय द्विपादो ये चतुष्पदः अष्टाशभाश्च य इहाग्ने ये चैकशभा आशुगाः सप्रथसभां मे गोपाय ये च सभ्याः सभासदः तानिन्द्रियावतः कुरु सर्वमायुरुपासताम्। श्रीहिरण्यगर्भलिङ्गस्वामिने नमः। हर नमः पार्वतीपतये हर हर महादेव हर। विश्वशम्भुवं विश्वन्नारायणं देवमक्षरं परमं पदं विश्वतः परमान् नित्यं विश्वन्नारायणगुं हरिं विश्वमेवेदं पुरुषस्तद्विश्वमुपजीवति पतिं विश्वस्यात्मेश्वरगुं शाश्वतगुं शिवमच्युतं नारायणं महाज्ञेयं विश्वात्मानं परायणं नारायणपरो ज्योतिरात्मा नारायणः परः नारायणपरं ब्रह्मतत्त्वं नारायणः परः नारायणपरो ध्याता ध्यानं नारायणः परः यच्च किञ्चिज्जगत्सर्वं दृश्यते श्रूयतेऽपि वा अन्तर्बहिश्च तत्सर्वं व्याप्य नारायणस्थितः अनन्तमव्ययं कविगुं समुद्रेन्तं विश्वशम्भुवं पद्मकोशप्रतीकाशगुं हृदयं चाप्यथोमुखम् अधो निष्ट्यावितस्यान्तेनाभ्यामुपरि तिष्ठति ज्वालमालाकुलं भाति विश्वस्यायतनं महत् सन्ततगुं शिलाभिस्तुलम्बत्याकोशसन्निभम् तस्यान्ते सुशिरगुं सूक्ष्मं तस्मिन् सर्वं प्रतिष्ठितम् तस्य मध्ये महानग्निर्विश्वाच्यर्विश्वतो मुखः सोऽग्रभग्विभुजं तिष्ठन्नामजरः कविः तिर्यगोर्ध्वमदशायीरश्मयस्तस्य सन्तता सन्तापयति स्वं देहमापादतलमस्तकः तस्य मध्ये वह्निशिखा अणीयोर्ध्वाव्यवस्थितः नीलतो यदमध्यस्ताद्विद्युल्लेखे वभास्वरा नीवारशूकवत्तन्वी पीताभास्वत्यनोपमा तस्याः शिखाया मध्ये परमात्मा व्यवस्थितः स ब्रह्म स शिवः स हरिः सेन्द्रः सोऽक्षरः परमस्वराट् राजाय प्रसह्य साहिने नमो वयं वै श्रवणाय कुर्महे समे कामान् कामकामाय मह्यम् कामेश्वरो वै श्रवणो दधातु कुबेराय वै श्रवणाय महाराजाय नमः ॐ तद्ब्रह्मा ॐ तद्वायुः ॐ तदात्मा ॐ तत्सत्यम् ॐ तत्सर्वम् ॐ तत्पुरोर्नमः अन्तश्चरति भूतेषु गुहायां विश्वमूर्तिषु त्वय्यज्ञस्त्वं वषट्कारस्त्वमिन्द्रस्त्वगुं रुद्रस्त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं ब्रह्मत्वं प्रजापतिः त्वं तताप आपो ज्योतिरसोऽमृतं ब्रह्म भूर्भुवः सुवरो सद्यो जातं प्रपद्यामि सद्यो जाताय वै नमो नमः भवे भवेनाति भवे भवस्व मां भवोद्भवाय नमः वामदेवाय नमो ज्येष्ठाय नमः श्रेष्ठाय नमो रुद्राय नमः कालाय नमः कलविकरणाय नमो बलविकरणाय नमो बलप्रमथनाय नमः सर्वभूतदमनाय नमो मनोन्मनाय नमः अघोरेभ्यो तघोरेभ्यो घोरघोरतरेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः सर्वशर्वेभ्यो नमस्ते अस्तु रुद्ररूपेभ्यः तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे महादेवाय धीमहि तन्नो रुद्रः प्रचोदयात् तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे चक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो नन्दिः प्रचोदयात् तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्तिः प्रचोदयात् तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे महासेनाय धीमहि तन्नः षण्मुखः प्रचोदयात् त्यायनाय विद्महे कन्याकुमारि धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गेः प्रचोदयात् भगवत्यै च विद्महे सर्वसिद्ध्यै च धीमहि तन्नो अन्नपूर्णाः प्रचोदयात् स्वरः प्रोक्तो वेदान्ते च प्रतिष्ठितः तस्य प्रकृतिलीनस्य यः परः स महेश्वरः। श्रीहिरण्यगर्भलिङ्गस्वामिने नमः। वेदोक्तदिव्यसुवर्णमन्त्रपुष्पाञ्जलिं समर्पयामि। आत्मप्रदक्षिणनमस्कारान् समर्पयामि। पुनः पूजाञ्च करिष्ये। छादयामि चामराभ्यां वीजयामि। नृत्यं दर्शयामि। गीतं श्रावयामि। वाद्यं घोषयामि। अश्वानारोहयामि। गजानारोहयामि। आन्दोलिकानारोपयामि। समस्तराजोपचार देवोपचार भक्त्युपचार शक्त्युपचार मन्त्रोपचार सर्वोपचार पूजां समर्पयामि। ॐ भवाय देवाय नमः। ॐ शर्वाय देवाय नमः। ॐ ईशानाय देवाय नमः। ॐ पशुपतये देवाय नमः। ॐ रुद्राय देवाय नमः। ॐ उग्राय देवाय नमः। ॐ भीमाय देवाय नमः। ॐ महतो देवाय नमः। ॐ भवस्य देवस्य पत्न्यै नमः। ॐ शर्वस्य देवस्य पत्न्यै नमः। ॐ ईशानस्य देवस्य पत्न्यै नमः। ॐ पशुपतेर्देवस्य पत्न्यै नमः। ॐ रुद्रस्य देवस्य पत्न्यै नमः। ॐ उग्रस्य देवस्य पत्न्यै नमः। ॐ भीमस्य देवस्य पत्न्यै नमः। ॐ महतो देवस्य पत्न्यै नमः। शिखरकलशदेवताभ्यो नमः। सकलसर्वोपचारार्थे पुष्पाक्षतान् समर्पयामि।
చెలికాడాయిన రాజశేఖరుని గోపుర నిలయుని రాజరాజునికి చెలికాడాయిన రాజశేఖరుని గోపుర నిలయుని రాజసగుణరహితుని రాజసగుణరహితుని శ్రీత్యాగరాజపూజితుని రజతగిరీశుని రాజసగుణరహితుని శ్రీత్యాగరాజపూజితుని రజతగిరీశుని
सुराचितलिङ्गं निर्मलभासितशोभितलिङ्गं जन्मजदुःखविनाशकलिङ्गं
तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम्
देवमुनिप्रवराचितलिङ्गं कामदहनकरुणाकरलिङ्गं रावणदर्पविनाशकलिङ्गं
तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम्
सर्वसुगन्धसुलेपितलिङ्गं बुद्धिविवर्धनकारणलिङ्गं सिद्धसुरासुरवन्दितलिङ्गं
तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम्
कनकमहामणिभूषितलिङ्गं
धनिपतिवे शिवेन सह मोदते।
As part of Universal Wisdom for a United World Lecture Series, our speaker for this morning, representing the spiritual wisdom of New Zealand, is Reverend Dr. Neisha Gumbeze. Dr. Neisha Gumbeze is a vicar of Anglican Church of Henderson. She is known for her passion in walking alongside people during times of transition and helping them discover direction and growth in their lives. She studied at Laidlaw College, St. John's Theological College, and the University of Auckland, and went on to complete her doctorate in the ministry in 2020 through the Virginia Theological Seminary. Alongside her church ministry, she also serves as police chaplain for Waitemata District as an officiating chaplain with the Air Force. Even though she is originally from Zimbabwe, her calling to ordination led her to New Zealand 21 years ago, as the Anglican Church in Zimbabwe does not ordain women. Today, she continues to be an integral part of church leadership and is a strong advocate for women in leadership. She firmly believes that when opportunities are equal, everyone has the potential to shine. Thus, living her life with principles of one world, one family. Kota hite au, kota hite whanau. We are truly honored to have her with us this morning. Please join me in welcoming Reverend Dr. Neisha Gumbeze.
Namaste, Tinakoto Katoa, Kia ora, and warm greetings from Aotearoa, New Zealand. Greetings to Sadhguru and all the honored guests here. And I also would like to extend my gratitude to our NZ chairperson, Srey Methi, and the team for this wonderful invitation. I've been given 30 minutes. So if I go at 25 minutes, start chopping me off. I don't mind. My name is Nyasha. Nyasha means grace. I come to you as the spiritual leader, a daughter of Africa, and now proudly rooted in the sacred soil of New Zealand, the land of the long white cloud. New Zealand is a land where ancient wisdom meets new possibilities, and where the values of inclusivity, diversity, and peacemaking are not only spoken, but woven into the everyday fabric of our society. As I said, my name, Nyasha, means grace, and I seek to live that grace in every way possible. It is an honor and a privilege to be with you at this World Cultural Festival, as you not only serve the now, but also shaping the future. I would like you all to know, however, that in speaking about New Zealand's values, my voice is only one among many. So I'm speaking about New Zealand from the way I have experienced it. I'm speaking from my own experience and what I have seen in our beloved country, New Zealand. And before I go any further, I always like to do my own thing, so forgive me. I would like to honor Sadhguru for the wonderful ministry going on here and beyond. We visited the school and the hospital yesterday, and we couldn't help but be blown away by the ministry happening through this organization. It so warms my heart, particularly to see so many girls receiving education. Boys, don't get me wrong, we love you. But here's what you need to know as boys. You need to understand this. The day you were born as a boy, you were already ahead, maybe with 10 years, compared to the girl that was born the same day with you. You are always ahead because of who you are as a boy. The fact that you were born a boy is a privilege that you must use wisely to better the lives of others. Here's what I mean. To our wonderful boys and men, always look around you. Not in here, of course. You need to think, do I have girls in my circle? Are there any girls next to me? Are there any girls just behind me? Not too far, but just behind me to journey together. Because you have the privilege of going in front. And I am who I am because some men believed in me. My own father believed I could be anything I wanted to be. And then the Anglican Church in Zimbabwe does not ordain women, but there were men who were advocates who believed God was calling me, and they spoke with my voice in those situations where I wasn't. So, this is what I'm asking our boys and our men. Be the voice for the girls, just like the example that is being said by Sadhguru. If we have any discussion and we leave girls out of that discussion, we are missing out. Girls think differently from boys, and that's why you need the girls on the table when you're discussing life. Our world at the moment seems to be lost. What our world needs right now are leaders who put an end to the senseless killings that are going on. Our world needs leaders who understand compassion. Maybe those leaders are sitting here among us. Here among these girls, maybe there's the next president or prime minister of some country. And here in India, you have been there. You have had already a woman prime minister, haven't you? So it's very possible. I'm sure you have all heard that when you educate a girl, you have educated the whole village. And if you want to know more about that, talk to me afterwards. So again, to our boys, we need you to be the voices that speak on our behalf, that pave ways and create spaces for women to thrive. Now, I move on to why I am actually here as the spiritual leader representing New Zealand. In Aotearoa, New Zealand, inclusion is more than policy. It is a practice. We are a land of many peoples and many stories. As you can see in me, I am a New Zealander, a black woman from Africa who found my home and my calling in New Zealand. So you look at me, you look at inclusivity. That's what New Zealand is like. The Tangata Whenua, the Maori people, whom you will experience tonight, they have a deep spirituality and commitment to the land that teach us kai kitia kitanga, which means guardianship, and whanaungatanga, which means relational belonging. And the Pakeha, the Europeans, Pacifica, Asian, African, and global communities living and learning together, building bridges of respect. I often refer to Auckland City, where I live, as a melting pot of every culture, ethnicity, race, and creed. Auckland has everybody. It's buzzing with religion. It's buzzing with people of different languages. It's buzzing with diversity and inclusivity. But are we perfect? No, we are not. We are trying our best with every opportunity that we get. In New Zealand, we have a founding covenant, the Treaty of Waitangi. It reminds us that true peace is built not through domination, but through partnership, protection, and participation. We are still learning, still growing, but we walk together. Peacemaking is a lifestyle. The little nation of New Zealand punches above its weight in things that matter. New Zealand is proud to be a nuclear-free nation, known globally for diplomacy, disarmament, and reconciliation. But peace is not just about global treaties. It is how we treat the person next to us. Love and respect are values that permeate our society on every level. For example, in March 2019, the worst unkind incident happened in New Zealand, in Christchurch, where someone opened a semi-automatic rifle and killed 52 Muslims who were worshiping. After this horrific incident, the government banned semi-automatic rifles in our country. In our communities, schools, and places of worship, young people are leading the way in creating safe, inclusive spaces for all, regardless of race, gender, belief, or background. It is not uncommon to attend a child's birthday party and see every color of skin among their friends. I raised my children in New Zealand, and when I have a birthday party, I was sure I would have every color of skin at that party. One world, one family is more than a dream. One world, one family is not just a theme. It's a way of life that I see in Aotearoa, New Zealand. In the care that we witness in the country whenever we get together after horrific events such as the one I mentioned earlier. How we stand alongside each other when natural disasters strike. In the smiles shared at cultural festivals, at Diwali, Chinese New Year, at Maori New Year festivals, at maraes, at churches, at temples. In the sacred silence we find in the marae, the meeting place of the Maori. In the solidarity of climate marches led by youth in our cities, and in the voices of interfaith leaders who pray, protest, and serve together. So as I carry the Wairua, the spirit of New Zealand to India, I carry with me this truth. Our humanity is shared. We are not strangers. We are whānau. We are family. And one of the guiding principles of Maori, which sums up the essence of one world, one family is, he aha te mea nui o te ao. He tangata, he tangata, he tangata. What is the most important thing in the world? It is people, it is people, it is people. This New Zealand way of life reminds me of the African wisdom of Ubuntu. Ubuntu says, I am because you are. I can only be fully human with other humans. Archbishop Desmond Tutu would say, individualism is a contradiction in terms of Ubuntu. We are humans because of other humans. We are one world. We are one family. And this is not just a philosophy. It is how we build communities where every person belongs, where no one is left behind, where difference is not feared but celebrated. When you look at me, you are not scared of me because she's from Africa. You embrace me, you want to know more about me. The same way I want to know more about you and how you do things, because we are one family. So as a family, we celebrate difference, where young and old, people of all faiths and none belong together and can rise together with dignity and joy. And a message to our youth once more. To the youth among us, you are not the leaders of tomorrow. You are carrying that leadership torch right now. Do not wait to be included. You already belong. The world is depending on you to give us a better tomorrow, where wars, hunger, division, discrimination will be issues of yesterday. However, I would like to apologize to you, young people, because we are putting this immense task on your shoulders. But it is also the way we believe in you. We believe you will be able to do it. We believe you can give us a better future. And to everyone involved in the World Cultural Festival, your compassion, your courage, and your call to justice, these are all holy acts. Keep building those bridges. Keep feeding one mouth at a time. Keep educating one child at a time. Keep eradicating one disease at a time. Because at the end of it all, we are more alike than we are different. However, often we emphasize how we are different, and we only look after those who believe in what we believe in, those who look like us, those who come from where we come from. But no, let us be the one family that we strive to be. We are unique. I strongly believe that the same breath that's pumping in my lungs is the same breath that's pumping in your lungs. This breath is from the same God who created us all. Whether you are a Hindu, a Christian, a Muslim, a woman, a man, we all breathe the same breath from the same God. When you feel hungry, that's the same hunger that I feel. When you feel pain, pain is pain, it has no language. Loneliness is loneliness. Kindness, joy, love is the same in every language. Let us live the kind of love that is brave, humble, and enduring. The kind of love that refuses to let anyone go unnoticed. The kind of love that wants the best for everyone. The love that wants the best for every human being. The kind of love that aches when a part of our world is hurting and dying. Like Sadhguru said yesterday, there are children dying in Gaza. That breaks our hearts, even if we are as far as India. Because that's humanity, that's who we are. We hate when other people are hating. My heart beats for equality for all, justice, inclusion, and the flourishing of all people. I strongly believe that if given equal opportunity, every person can flourish in every way possible. And what I mean is this. I have to tell you this story. I'll give you an example. This morning, I went to the gym at the hotel. A couple came in after me. He took off his shirt and gave it to his wife to hold it while he's working out. She watched him work out, and she was looking at all the machines. She wasn't working out. Do you want to guess what I was thinking right then? Anybody wants to guess what I was thinking? I was just thinking, just give back that shirt and start working out. This is an opportunity. How often do you go to the gym with him? Maybe not. So today you have gone to the gym with him and you're holding his shirt while he's working out. Just give it back and start exercising yourself. That's an equal opportunity right there. If we wait for someone to say, if we wait for somebody to say, do you want? Would you like? Maybe nobody will ever ask you. They will give you their shirt while they are working out and you continue being fat and unhealthy. That's an example of equal opportunities. Grab equal opportunities and run for it. May God bless you, especially as I look at this school. There's wonderful opportunities. Grab these opportunities and run. And may God bless you as you do that. Here's my final words. As a woman of faith, I see New Zealand as a light, not because it is perfect, but because it is willing to learn, to grow, and welcome others like me, like you. It calls all of us to live not in fear of difference, but in awe of it. May we go forward as global citizens, each one of us as a bearer of peace, a lover of justice, and a builder of unity. From New Zealand to India, I bring a message that I hope the world would want to hear. One world, one family is not a dream, but a practice, sustained by love, reflect and visible in how we treat one another. This practice can start by how we listen to one another. For it is believed that when we are fully listened to, we feel loved. Women will understand this. When someone listens to you, you feel loved. Let's listen to one another as a world. Let's put our religion, beliefs, and practices aside and listen to one another. This practice can start by how we listen now and listen tomorrow and listen next year. For it is believed when we listen, we fully give each other attention and we fully grow together. So the kind of listening we are doing here in this room must continue back where we come from, whether it's in classrooms, it's at home, it's at work, it's in the lab, it's in the kitchen. Let's listen to one another. For talk alone is cheap, but let us walk together with boldness. Let us be the grace we wish to receive. Let us be the peace with skin on. Let us be the love with feet, the love with arms that are open wide. Let us be the family this fractured world is waiting for. Ngā manaki tanga. May God richly bless you.
Thank you very much for sharing your experiences and wisdom from New Zealand. Nanga mihi nui. Now we request Dr. Raghupati A.R., Director of Strategic Growth and Licensing, Sri Madhusudan Sai Institute of Medical Science and Research, to extend token of our love and appreciation to Reverend Dr. Neisha Gumbes. We will now have a short break for 10 minutes, and then we'll all reconvene for the session. Sai Ram.
Sahana Bhavatu.
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
Today has been an exceptionally busy day for me. But I did not want to cancel the class. In India, they say Dvitiya Vignam, they call it. If you don't do the same thing on the second day, which you have started, then you might not be able to continue it, they say. Most of us, those who get very excited, we start off something. And on the first day, we are very enthusiastic because that's something that we want to do. Second day, we feel, should we do it at all? Like waking up at unearthly hours to do meditation. First day it's perfect, second day it is a pain. Signing up for gym membership, first day it is perfect, second day it is a pain. Like that, any of these things which are spiritual or which are better for us, first day they are all very nice, but second day onwards they feel like a burden. So we generally stop. So I did not want, so I thought we'll have a short class and continue on this path that Ashtavakra has shown us. Some echo. Yesterday somebody complained that the mic was not good enough and the sound was not good, so now we discarded that. Now I know why Vishnu and all have 4 hands. So they can hold books with 2 and a mic with another. I don't have that luxury. So we saw yesterday that Janaka Maharaja, extremely sincere in his seeking of divinity, God, he prays to Ashtavakra as a guru, and with sincerity he asked just 3 questions, absolutely most important questions, to the point. Katham jnanam avapnoti, katham muktir bhavishyati, vairagyam cha katham praptam, etad bruhi mama prabho. Teach me, how do I attain liberation? How do I attain wisdom? And how do I attain dispassion, detachment? Oh Lord, Ashtavakra, please teach me. And Ashtavakra teaches. But before even he really starts teaching about the higher things, he puts a condition. He asks Janaka, Muktim ichchasi chetat, if you are really seriously interested in your liberation, and you mean what you are asking, you're not just trying to ask some nice questions to impress me, but you really are asking what you really want, then these are the preconditions. These are the pre-qualifications. And he says, Vishayan Vishavatyaja, give up the pursuit of worldly pleasures like someone would give up poison instantly, now and here. There is no delay. Be so sincere, be so strong in your willingness to give up that you don't delay it by another second. When people say, give me a muhurta, I want to start building a new house, or I want to start a seva project, I want to start reading scriptures, I tell them, don't worry about muhurta, start here and now. This is the best time. When for doing wrong things, we don't look for muhurtams. We do it then and there. For right things, why do you need muhurtam? Do it now and here. So Ashtavakra is telling Janaka, do it now and here. What? Give up the pursuit of worldly things, worldly pleasures, worldly comforts, and all the worldly ideas, like you will give up poison instantly here and now. Second thing he says that after that, I told mind has to be detached, but then it has to be attached to something higher. Otherwise, by its nature, like gravity, it will go back to the lower things. So he says attached to good qualities. Shama, Arjava, Daya, Tosha, Satyam. 5 qualities he says. Shama, forgiveness, forbearance. Arjava, straightforwardness, integrity of thought, word and action. Daya, unconditional compassion for all beings. Tosha, contented with whatever God has given us, we are happy with that. But we never stop putting efforts. We put efforts, but we don't expect outcomes as per our desires. Whatever comes is fine. And Satyam, be always truthful. True to yourself, true to others, true to God. And always think, speak and act as God would do. Not from your individual ego, but from the ultimate Paramatman's point of view. And that is the first ask. Imagine if you want to apply to a university, you fill up an application, you have to attach some certificates with it. School certificates, other activities that you have done, other experience you have had. And then you apply for the university. So there is a pre-qualifications. Without that, they won't entertain you. So this is a university. Ashtavakra Gita is a university. It is not Bhagavad Gita. It is not some other Shastras. It is straight university admission we are asking for. So Ashtavakra in return asks, do you have qualifications? If not, then get qualified first. What are the qualifications? Whatever he has asked to do, they'll take a lifetime. But I believe that in the last 5-6 years, you have practiced some of these or all of these to some extent. That is why at least we are going and trying to look into what is coming next in the university syllabus. So why I kept Ashtavakra and I'm teaching it much later than that time. Some people ask me, why you are not teaching Ashtavakra immediately? Videos were also there ready. We never released them. This whole content was ready, but we never released in the last 5 years because I said people are not ready. They are not qualified to hear Ashtavakra. But in last 5 years with Paravidya and lot of other spiritual efforts that we have put collectively and seva that we have done and learned many great truths, now there is some bit of qualification to understand and appreciate what is happening. This wouldn't have made any sense to you 5 years ago for most of us. So that is why now is the right time. So now Janaka is asking, Ashtavakra has replied, these 2 shlokas itself will take a lifetime or lifetimes to achieve. I do not know how many of you went back and forgave somebody whom you couldn't forgive so many years. If you have done that, good for you. It doesn't help me any which ways. It helps only you because you will understand what I am trying to tell. If you have committed to the cause of straightforwardness, integrity of thought, word, action, compassion, and so on and so forth, you will benefit from this. Otherwise, it will be falling on an empty, what you call a leaky pot. The more you pour, the more it leaks. Nothing will stay. So the effort will be wasted. Now the third one I will go off to, 46. Sorry, not 46, 1.3 shloka, right? That is 43. The very first message Ashtavakra teaches after this is that once you are qualified, what is the first lesson in the university? Can you believe the lesson says you are not the body? All this while we thought we are the body. We have been taking care of our body, grooming it, decorating it, taking pictures, selfies, posting on Instagram, everywhere. Because we are celebrating ourselves as our bodies. That is the first thing Ashtavakra is breaking, the myth. He says you are not the body. That is how the first shloka is, imagine. That's why I said Ashtavakra is not for everyone. But you already know because you have learned that you are not the body, mind, and you chant Nirvana Shatakam and things like that. So it's not a shock for you. But imagine somebody who has grown up in a Western world somewhere, who knows only one philosophy, that there is only one life, this is it. So make the best of it, the YOLO generation. You only live once generation. For them, this shloka would be a ton of bricks. What? I am not the body? All the gym membership, all the clothing, new fashion brands, all the cosmetic changes I made, I spent on myself so much money to look good, to look young. It's billions of dollars worth business, personal grooming and cosmetics and so on and so forth. And you mean to say I'm not the body, so I wasted all that money, time and energy. Ashtavakra says yes. Imagine, if really people believe that they are not the body, so many industries that are only depending on this body being the center will collapse. From plastic surgery to Botox, to all the modeling, fashion brands, cosmetics, gyms, everything will just collapse. Because you are not the body, then why are you doing anything for it? That is the question. So the first shloka itself is like straight away opening 6, it says, Na prithvi, na jalam, na agnir, na vayuh, dyau, na va bhavan, esham sakshinatmanam, chidrupam, vidhi muktaye. Sanskrit is simple. Those who know Sanskrit, they straight away understand. Na prithvi, not the earth, na jalam, not water, na agnihi, not fire, na vayu, not air, na dyau, this is space or sky, are you. Esham sakshinam atman. You are the witness to all these. Sakshina means witness. You are only a witness to all these. That is yourself. And what is the nature? Chit rupam. You are consciousness embodied. You are the form of consciousness, the awareness which is aware of all these things, but you are none of these things. Knowing this, vidhi muktaye, be free. This is the shloka. Now why these 5 elements have been brought in? Because we are all made of these 5 elements. What is that in us which is made of the 5 elements? The body. It is made of matter. Matter is made of the 5 elements. The science recognizes only 4, but we as Indians recognize the 5th element of space also. And in Taittiriya Upanishad, that the explanation comes, tasmadva etasmad akasha sambhutaha. Akashad vayu, vayu agnihi, agnirapa, adbhya prithvi, prithivya aushadhe, aushadibhyannam, like that it goes. He says from that supreme self came the space, akasha. From space came air, from air came fire, from fire came water, from water came earth, from earth came all the vegetations, from vegetation came food, from food came human body. So this humanness of the body that we carry, which we identify ourselves with, is made of these 5 elements. So straight away Ashtavakra says, you are none of the 5 elements, which means you are not the body. You are a witness to this body and all that goes on in this. Then what about the mind, you will say? Mind also is made of 5 elements. Tanmatras they are called, the subtle 5 elements. What are the subtle 5 elements? Akasha means space. Its quality is sound. Then air, its quality is touch. Water, its quality is taste. Fire, its quality is, it burns, so it touch, yeah. Then water is taste and earth is smell. So Akasha is just space, the sound. Vayu is sparsha. Fire is rupa, form. Water is taste. And earth is smell. So all the 5 senses of Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. These are our subtle 5 elements which are within us, because the physical 5 elements translate into these subtle 5 experiences in us. We are able to hear, we are able to touch and feel, we are able to see things, we are able to taste things, and we are able to smell. So these are the things. The same thing is known as karmendriyas and gyanendriyas. Now, Ashtavakra is not going to explain because he knows Janaka knows all these things. These are all basic things Janaka has already learnt earlier, like in your Paravidya classes. So he's not explaining in detail. He's just telling symbolically that once you are not the 5 elements, you are not the body, you are not even the karmendriyas, nor even the jnanendriyas. We have 5 karmendriyas, right? Karmendriyas means organs of action. What are the 5 organs of action? Vak, Tvak. Okay, whatever it is. Vak, Pani, Padam, Chopastha, Payu, Upayuhu. Vak, Pani, Padam. Vak, tongue with which we speak. Pani, hands with which we work. Padam, feet with which we walk. Chopastha, Upayuhu. The organs of procreation and organs of excretion. With these 5 organs, we conduct ourselves, our daily activities. It's written Pancha Karmendriya. And Pancha Jnanendriya is these ones, which is the coming out of the 5 elements, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. These are the 5 Jnanendriyas. We are able to use these and do our daily work. So once you are not the 5 elements, you are none of these. This is what he's saying. Because we think we are this body because of which we taste, smell, touch, feel, see, hear, or we do all the activities of eating, walking, talking, working, procreating, excreting. So this is all we are, we think. But the moment he says you are none of the 5 elements, what Ashtavakra means is that anything that is related to these 5 elements in you, which is your organs of actions or organs of knowledge, none of this is you. Where else we have heard this? We chant every day, right? Nirvana Shatakam we chant. In that it comes, Shankaracharya says that, Na vak pani padam na chopasta payu chidananda rupa shivoham shivoham. Na cha vyoma bhumi na cha dhyana netre, and goes on like that, right? The whole shlokas all are meant to say that you are none of these. So Ashtavakra is straight away saying that you are none of these. Janaka should not be shocked. Why? Because he must be knowing, he has heard many lectures before. Then what are you? If I am not all of these, I am not the body with which I experience the world, I am not the mind with which I think, emote, or feel, or understand, analyze things, then what am I? What's in me is me. And then the second line is saying, Sakshi Bhutam you are. Sakshinam Atmanam, it says. You are the witness to all these things. You are watching your own body, you are watching your own mind. That which is watching your body and mind is actually you, which is the nature of consciousness. Now very small exercise is there. If you go to this Drigadrishya Viveka, which is of one Swami Vidyaranya. He was the second pontiff of Sringeri Sharada Math. We work with Sringeri Sharada Peetam. This was established by Adi Shankaracharya. The first one was, of course, Mandana Vishra, whom he put over there. The second one was this person, Vidyaranya Swami. And this Sringeri Math is special because in the last, 1,200 years, never that Math has been empty. There has always been a guru seated there. Other religious institutions founded by Adi Shankaracharya had some discontinuity because of wars, invasions and attacks. But Sringeri Sharada Math somehow has survived all that, and not even one day in last 1200 years, Chandramaulishwara Puja happens there. A Shivalinga is worshipped like we worshipped in the morning today. It's a sacred Monday morning of Ashadha Masa. This is very sacred, and 16 Mondays we are worshipping Shiva. So there it's worship every night. The Guru has to worship, and for last 1200 years it has never been stopped. The worship has never stopped. It's an amazing Peetam. So we work with them. So Vidyaranya Swami was the second one. So he has written a scripture called Drigadrishya Viveka. It's a very simple text, Drigadrishya Viveka. I think it is also mentioned on the page number 48. Let us do that small exercise to understand this concept that you are not the body and you are not the mind. This is a reference text, Drigadrishya Viveka. At 48 he says, Rupam Drishyam Lochanam Drik, Tad Drishyam Driktu Manasam, Drishya Dhivritta Shakshi, Dhrig eva natu drishyate. What it says is that Rupam Drishyam, when the objects are the seen, eyes are the seer. Now I am seeing this mic. Mic is seen, my eyes are seer, seeing the object. Now when my eyes are seen, can I see my own eyes is the question you'll ask. No, but I know that my eyes exist, right? Who knows that my eyes exist? My mind knows, you will say. My mind is seeing. Suppose I close my eyes, do I still see the mic in my eye, in my mind? I do see. May not be physically like this, but I can still see it in my mind, right? That image is still existing. Now I have closed my eyes, then how am I able to see? Because they say when eyes become the object, the mind becomes the seer. Now let me tell you, are you aware that your mind is seeing that in your own self? We are aware. If you close your eyes and think, am I able to see the object? Yes, I am. What sees the object? My eyes see the object. What sees the eyes? My mind sees the eyes. But somebody is watching the mind in you. Take a minute. Just go through it again. Look at anything in front of you. Look at your book. Now close your eyes and imagine the book again in your own mind. Now, are you aware that your mind is observing the book inside itself? It is aware of that book or any object within itself. It is aware. Who knows that? You will say, my mind knows that. No, mind is now being observed. Mind is a bundle of thoughts. Now the thought is, there is an image of book in my head. That thought is being observed by somebody at this point in time. That something is the ultimate seer, the one who sees everything, the one who witnesses everything, is the logic of Dirghadishya Viveka. So you just keep moving inward, layer by layer. You see the physical object, like the apple is mentioned, the eye is the seer. When the eyes are the object, mind is the seer. When the mind becomes the object, this Sakshi, this witness is there in us, an awareness and a certain power in us to be aware of things. That is real you, he says, because beyond that there is nobody else seeing it. It knows itself, it knows everything that exists in it. So that is the concept. It's a concept, very practical. You have to just practice it a little more. In one go you will not get it. But if you keep practicing, yes, I see things outside me, I see things inside me. I also know what is going on in my mind. But then who is that I which knows what is going on in the mind? You know your thoughts, right? Somehow a bad thought comes. You immediately get alert. Oh, this is a bad thought that is entered. No, thought means mind. Thought is equal to mind. Then who is watching the mind? Somebody is watching the mind. Somebody is aware. When you ask them, who is that? You will say, I. But you point it towards your body again. Because we are so deeply convinced that we are the body. Since we were born, we were identified with our body. That's why Madhusudan, the great mother, sang lullabies to her children. 4 of them, 3 of them become Jivan Muktas because she sang to them, Shuddhosi, Buddhosi, Niranjanosi, Samsara Maya Parivarjitosi. You are Shuddha, Buddha, Niranjana. You are pure, you are aware, and you are ever blissful. Satchitananda you are. Samsara Maya Parivarjitosi. This wrong identification with the body and the world, it's an illusion. You are beyond that. Madhusudan will teach. So 3 of the kids who heard this lullaby, they all become Gyanis. The 4th one was when born, king said, please queen, stop singing this song to the children because then he will not be a Gyani. He will become a Gyani, then he will not be a king. Who will run my kingdom? I need an heir for the kingdom. So he does not allow the Madhusudan to sing the song to the 4th one. So 4th one does not become a Gyani, he remains a king. But one day, long time later, when he is attacked by some enemy, he doesn't know how to defend himself. He seeks the help of 3 brothers who are living in the forest. They come and they have so much power that they defeat the enemy. He says, how is it possible? You are never trained in all the warfare. You are always the Brahmagyanis. You left quite early. They said, once you know that, you know everything. The divine drives you from there. Everything starts happening through you. Because you are not the doer anymore. You are not the body anymore. You are not the mind anymore. You are just a witness to whatever divine does through you. That idea they had. So he was surprised, but then he was convinced about the power of Brahmagyana. So that is what we are doing here. He says, you are none of the 5 elements. You are not the Indriyas. You are not any of it, the mind, the thoughts, whichever is depending on the Indriyas. None of this you are. You are the witness. You are the awareness that you are watching all these things. Bhagavan would give example. This is my kerchief. The kerchief is different from me. This is my body. My body is different from me. This is my mind or my thoughts. My mind and thoughts are different from me. And who am I? He will ask at the end. That I is, and he would answer, I am I. I am that witness consciousness who has no other definition. I is the definition. See, when we talk also, we start with the word, I am so and so. Whether you are a man or a woman, you both use I. I is gender neutral. Because Atman's nature is gender neutral. God's nature is gender neutral. It is not man or female. One day I was having some argument, then I said, some people say God is he. Now this feminist jumped on them, saying that why God has to be he, why can't it be she? I said, very well, God is she. Yesterday Buddha told, no, don't argue. No, tell properly whether it's he or she. Accept that God is she. I said, if I accept God is she, then you accept that God is he. Because God is neither he nor she. He is an energy. How can energy be a feminine or masculine? You may have a male socket, female socket, we call it all that. That are devices. But the electricity has no gender, no identification. Likewise, God has no identification. This witness consciousness which is witnessing my mind and my eyes and the objects outside is the same power which is witnessing the same things in you. Like the same electricity is lighting up all the bulbs, this mic, the fan. They are all energized by the same current, same power. But when it reaches the fan, it becomes breeze. When it reaches the mic, it becomes sound. When it reaches the bulbs, it becomes light. Like that, the same electricity which is running through this circuit is making all these devices come alive. Likewise, all our body, mind, our emotions, thoughts, actions are all animated by that energy which is consciousness, is the basic fundamental rule or understanding of our scriptures. Not many philosophies know this, don't think like that. At best they will say there is a God up above, he somehow, the puppeteer, you are the puppets, they will give these kind of examples. But saying that he drives you from within, yantra rudha maya, Krishna says. He's seated inside, like the JCB is there, right? It looks like JCB is just doing things on its own. The cranes are doing things, but no, there is an operator sitting inside who is not seen. The equipment seems to be moving, but the operator is moving it, nobody knows that. Like that, our body, mind, everything seems to be working so well. But there is this operator within, that energy within which is animating it all. That is the concept. And that energy is not some dead energy, it is aware. See, electricity is not aware of itself. It does not have an understanding of itself. It is just a flow of electrons. And there is a potential difference, electrons flow from the higher to lower potential. In the process, a charge gets created, and that is electricity, we call it. That is not aware of itself. Electricity is not aware that I have become fan now, or I have become wind now. Electricity is not aware that I have become sound now. Electricity is not aware that I have become light now. But this consciousness is aware that this is the body, its senses, it is feeling, tasting, smelling, touching. This is the mind which is feeling sad, happy, angry, depressed, anxious. It is aware. That is the nature of this energy which is driving us all. And it is the same energy. It doesn't need physical connections like internet. It just flows in the space. So we are all in that space of consciousness, and it's flowing through all of us. If I'm able to speak something, you're able to hear, you're able to understand. It is that consciousness which is making your mind and body listen to me and understand what I'm saying. Is that consciousness. Now some people sleep off, then they don't hear anything, right? They'll say, what happened to the consciousness? What happens to electricity when I switch off the fan? It is there, but it doesn't express itself. Because fan has been switched off. Like that mind has been switched off, it's not able to express itself. When we go into deep sleep state in the night, we sleep, we don't even realize how long we have slept, where we have slept. When we wake up, we are shocked. We think just 10 minutes passed, you have slept the whole night. But when you wake up, are you aware that you are existing? You are aware. But when you are deep sleep, you are not aware. Why? Switch was off. Electricity is there. Mic is there. But suppose, Pradeep, there are switches of the mic. How much ever I speak, you can't hear. Does it mean electricity was not there? No, it is very much there. Does it mean I am not speaking? No, I am very much speaking. Does it mean that you are not listening? No, you are very much wanting to listen. But because this was off, the electricity was not able to express itself. Likewise, when our mind is distracted, our mind is not focused, then God, that consciousness is not able to express itself completely through us. That's why all these sadhana practices, run away from the bad company, run away from the worldly pleasures, practice straightforwardness, compassion, all these to get our mind in order. So that we are able to see beyond it and see the self means experience the presence of self. Actually, all the time we are experiencing the self. If somebody says, I don't experience the self, Shankaracharya says it's like somebody who uses his tongue to say, I do not have a tongue. How can you say it then if you do not have a tongue? If you say consciousness is not existing, how are you even aware that you are speaking this? The very fact that you are able to speak something is because you have that consciousness within you, which is driving you, energizing you, animating you, doing everything through you. And Sri Krishna identifies himself with that. He says, as if I am the operator within a vehicle, like the driver inside the car. Not seen, car seems to be moving on its own, but there is a driver. Like that, Sri Krishna says, I am running this machine of Maya sitting inside. That is the idea of consciousness. So this is what first opening shloka is the ultimate philosophy of Sanatana Dharma. But he says to experience this, that you are the ultimate consciousness and nothing less than that. And once you know that, what happens to you? You ask just now, how do I become free? This is how you become free, he says. Once you know you're not the body, you're not attached to the senses, you're not attached to the emotions, you're free. What binds us to this world, you tell me? What binds us to this world? This idea of preserving and protecting our body binds us to the world. Why are we even working? To feed this body, to make it comfortable, to shelter it, to keep it healthy, to make it look good, beautiful. All the effort is that. Okay, if you are not so attached to the body, then it's about mind. I want to feel joy, I want to be happy, I want to be excited, I want to be feeling good. For that sake we work. And that's why we do whatever we do. Now if you are not attached to both of these ideas, whatever comes, it's okay. Food comes, enough to sustain the body is enough. There's no desire in it. I want to eat this only, I will eat 5-star cuisine only. Mentally also you are not particular. Yes, I will keep doing what needs to be done. Whatever comes by the way of return on whatever I have done, I will accept it without a questioning. Contentment. This is all that Ashtavakra is telling you practice first, to understand what I am saying. You don't know alphabet, you want to read a book, not possible. You don't know swaras, you want to sing a raga, not possible. You have not practiced some basics like running away from sense and sense objects and attaching yourself to greater idea of Kshama, Arjava, Daya, Tosha, Satyam. How are you going to understand this? You are asking, I want mukti, I want dispassion, I want this, that. And then he straight away tells, the only truth of this dharma is you are the consciousness, witness consciousness, who witnesses the body and the mind and everything that goes on. You are neither the body nor the mind. But we identify ourselves with that. You are that ultimately. That is what Tattvamasi Shetaketu you told yesterday. When Shetaketu comes to his father and Uddalaka, after 12 years of education, father asks, what have you learnt? He starts rattling out all his A, B, C, D, F, G, H. Father says, enough. Have you learnt about self, Brahman, the Atman, the consciousness, the witness? He says, what's that? He said, you didn't learn anything about that, you have learned nothing. He said, Father, then teach me. He says, bring a pot of water, get a handful of salt, put it in the water and dissolve it. So though he dissolves it, he says, where is the salt? He said, it is in the pot, but it is not seen. He says, no, because it has dissolved into the pot. He says, but how do you know that there is salt in this water? He said, by tasting it. Okay, taste it. He takes some water from the pot, tastes it. He says, yes, it is salty. Now he says, takes a drop from the bottom of the pot. He takes from the bottom of the pot, tastes it. Is it salty? He said, yes. Now salt is not seen, but its taste is experienced. Likewise, this consciousness is not seen, but its presence is experienced. And that experience is what Janaka is trying to teach, Ashtavakra is trying to teach Janaka, how to see that. What is seen is the body, what is seen is the water. Let us say pot is the body, water is the mind, for symbolism's sake. Atman, that consciousness, is the salt that has got disappeared into the water. So you are seeing the pot of earthen pot, you are seeing the water in it, but you are not seeing the salt, so you declare there is no salt. But our Ashtavakra say your methodology is wrong. You have to use the right instrument to understand it. By seeing, you won't know it is salty. You are tasting, you will know it is salty. So put a drop on your tongue and you know salt exists. Like that, how do we know that we are that consciousness? Because we are aware. We are aware of our body, we are aware of our mind, we are aware of all your thoughts. Like the electricity flowing in all these gadgets, our consciousness is flowing in all our senses, mind, and every action of our body and mind. Because of that, we are able to behave, act, do whatever. So that is the idea. This is the very first shloka. I cannot take more than that today. We have another small program. But I want you to contemplate on this. Shrotavyam, mantavyam, nididhasitavyam. Listen, contemplate and practice. Now what is the practice for tomorrow? Yesterday's practice was forgive somebody. I know you all half forgiven out of pressure. Still it's not fully forgiven because somewhere deep down it is there. But now Swami told one most difficult person you should forgive and then only come to the next class. And I hope you have tried to forgive. I'm not sure you are fully forgiven. It's from uprooted, as I mentioned. From the root you have removed it, I do not know. You would know within yourself when you have no malice, no hatred. I'm not saying that you have forgiven means go and jump on him, hug him, embrace him. And not by saying that. Don't overdo it. Become neutral. No more emotion about it, neither positive nor negative. That is forgiveness. Forgiveness does not mean you become overtly loving. Not required. Forgiveness means there is no more negative in you. Need not be some positive also need not be there. But it's neutral. You are neutral. You are open to the idea that tomorrow you come across the same person or situation, you will deal with it. Neutrally. That much if you have achieved something. But if you have not achieved that much, then as I said, none of these classes are going to make any sense to you. Because you couldn't follow the very first instruction of the teacher. Now, giving up worldly pleasures, giving all that is going to take a lot of time. That's why I gave you one exercise. Forgive somebody whom you could not forgive till date and come so that you will enjoy the text better. The next one, as I said, after you have done the first part, first shloka, then only you come to the third shloka. Second shloka, then you come to third shloka. Third shloka says what? You have that consciousness, knowing that you will become free. Because Janaka asked, how do I become free? He says, knowing that alone you will become free. Going beyond your body, mind and everything else that you think you are at this point in time, and knowing that you are the consciousness and establishing yourself, identifying yourself with that is the only way you will become free. There is no other way to become free. Nanya pantha enaya vidyate. There is no other way. That's the only way. If I had 2-3 options, we could have taken. Suppose you want to go to Bangalore, you had a taxi option, bus option, train option, or your personal vehicle option. You could have taken any. But there is no option. Sanatana Dharma is very clear. Don't fool around. Somebody says, I'll give you some mantra, you will achieve this. Siddhi, you will achieve that. You hang upside down. None of this works. Ashtavakra. That is why I said, don't get confused. Oh, it means dhyana, meditation won't work. No, if it is leading you towards this, it works. With karma, seva won't work. If it is leading you towards this, it will work. Bhakti to God, idols and photos won't work. It will work if it's leading you towards this. If it's leading elsewhere, then it's not going to work. Adi Shankaracharya summarizes very well. Karmani chitta shuddhyartham ekagrartham upasana mokshartham brahma vidyanam iti Vedanta Dindima, he says. Karma marga is required, actions are required. Why? To purify oneself. My mind is so clouded and cluttered. Why? I, me, mine is going on. Removing all that clutter requires us to do selfless service. That is Karma Yoga. Bhakti Yoga, to develop focus, concentration of mind. Because when you are focused on a deity, when you are devoted to somebody, your whole mind thinks of only that. Then all the unnecessary thoughts don't enter your head. Which is very much necessary to know the consciousness. Mind should be pure and that is uncluttered. So too, mind should be focused to recognize the presence of self. These two, karma and bhakti, give you. But they don't take you beyond this. For moksha, which is what we are asking, mukti, freedom, Brahma Vidya alone is needed. Brahma Vidya means knowing the Brahma, knowing the self, knowing that consciousness which is within ourselves. So, sounds very simple. Yes, I know that I am aware of everything because awareness is what it is. But have you gotten rid of your identification with the body and mind? No. When you say, I am aware that my consciousness is there, you are still identifying yourself with the body and then saying this statement. So, you are not fully aware. You are just theoretically saying it. So it will take a while. That's why they say just contemplate, meditate. It will reveal itself. So people take a mantra, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, and keep chanting it. Because they don't want to identify themselves with the body. Why sannyasis change their names? The birth names, they change it to some Ananda or something like that, right? Or some Saraswati, somebody. Why? Because they don't want to identify themselves with their birth date and birth name and birth body and birth parents. This is one way of stepping away from the identification. But then in the world we have to live, we need to write our names on our notebooks, passbooks, passports. Otherwise, how will we function? Sannyasi is okay, runs away to Himalayas. We have to function. Then it means we have to develop the ability to distinguish the two and associate or identify with the Atman, whereas don't associate with the body-mind. Next shloka will tell us that. How do we attain this? How do we believe that we are not these senses and elements and all that, but we are that self-consciousness. The next sloka is going to tell, which we will take up tomorrow. Today's exercise is you go back, spend some few minutes with yourself, either in the evening or morning or wherever, doing this Drigadrishya Viveka. I see the thing, but what sees it? My eyes see it. Now I close my eyes. I still see the things. My eyes are the object. My mind is seeing my eyes. But in my mind, this idea that I am seeing is also being witnessed by something. That something is me. That's my true nature, because beyond that nothing else exists. Practice this. Now whenever you see anybody or doing anything, just try to quickly go one step behind and then establish in that consciousness thing and see everything from that consciousness point of view. I am seeing, but who is seeing? Is the body seeing? No, eyes are seeing. Is the eye seeing or mind seeing? No, mind is seeing. But who is seeing the mind? Atman is seeing. So Atman is seeing, the mind is seeing, the eyes is seeing the object. That distancing you practice today. Let us see how much you have achieved by tomorrow. If you are really achieved by tomorrow, you will know it. Have you eaten enough? Who knows? You know. Is your hunger satisfied? Who knows? You know. Likewise, have you practiced enough? Have you understood that? Yes, then you will know it. And what is the effect of knowing it? You should feel free. Mukti should happen to you. And if it still not happen, it means you are not fully, completely understood it. Some part you have understood. Theoretically, intellectually you have understood. But it is good beginning, but slowly you have to practice. The more you practice and you have studied witness consciousness, you can see things as something external to you, not you. Something away from you, external to you. That is the feeling you will start. And then this freedom, that distance which comes between that and this, that cushions you against all these emotions and all other things. So you don't get touched by it. Like if you are well cushioned, sports meet, you wear that knee caps. Your cushion, you fall but it doesn't hurt you. So your knees are free from hurt. You still fall, but it doesn't hurt you anymore. So you still live in the world doesn't affect you anymore. Why? Because this gap has suddenly come between you and the world. The real you and the false you. And that is what helps you to deal with the world. You are ever engaged, but you are ever free. Because this cushioning that comes in between, this vacuum that comes in between, the gap, air gap that comes in between, it cushions you, protects you from all the vicissitudes of the world, which is the mind, its thoughts, emotions, and body and its desires for pleasure. Everything gets distanced from you. And even if you're engaged, you see it as somebody from the outside. It's like somebody puts on a costume of a king and acts in the play. He knows very well that while right now he is the king on the stage, he is not the real king. With one joke, I will stop. There was a king. There was a program in Puttaparthi. Bhagavan told me the story in some Sai Vrindavan session. He told there was two groups were there. In villages, they have drama troupes, that was the only entertainment in those days. So they will come with Ramayana story, Mahabharata story, and two troupes were performing in that Puttaparthi village. So one troupe was performing on Ramayana. The other troupe was performing on Mahabharata. But unfortunately, both the programs were almost at the same time happening in two separate areas. Now, in those days, women were not allowed to go onto the stage and act, especially in our traditional dramas, Harikathas, Burrakathas, it is not allowed even today. Men only dress up, even in Yakshagana. Men only dress up as women and they act. So there will be some men who are very good at acting like Sita or whatever, Draupadi. So they will be given the chance. They are the standard actors in all dramas. What happened that day? Draupadi fell sick. In the sense, the man who was acted as Draupadi fell sick. He had Swami says he has a stomach problem, loose motions. So he said, I can't come today for the drama. So that troupe got worried. Now how are we going to perform? And the only person who performs the women's role very well was the other troupe person who was performing Sita that night. So they went to that lady Sita who was acting and told, see, once you finish your Sita's role, come running, because it's a small village, and come to our stage and please perform Draupadi. Please help us, rescue us. Today is a difficult day for us. So that man agrees, okay, once I finish Sita, I'll come and perform Draupadi. So then what happens, once his Sita part gets over, he runs, changes and comes to Draupadi, stage Draupadi. But that time that Chiraharana scene is going on. The Dushasana is disrobing Draupadi, pulling her sari. So what happened, the man changes over, comes to stage on Draupadi, and then when Dushasana catches hold of the sari and pulls, he gives 2 slaps. Why are you doing this to me? Dushasana is at its wits end. This is what I am supposed to do. Because he is still not come out of the Sita Bhava. He forgot that he is now Draupadi and not Sita. So slaps Dushasana only. So the idea is that wrong identification. Wrong identification is the reason for this confusion. We are all identifying ourselves with the body. We forget who we are within this costume of the body, within the makeup of the mind. There is this real actor. That if we forget, then we will keep slapping each other like this, forgetting our roles. So remember who you are and then act in the world. If you forget who you are and then start acting, Sita will get confused with Draupadi's role, Draupadi will get confused with Sita's role, there will be a chaotic drama. Which is the reason for all the chaos in the world, because we are all forgotten who we truly are, and we believe we are this body and the mind and the positions and titles and authority that comes with it, and that's how we are fighting each other. And this whole beautiful cosmic drama is in a mess. So the only solution is realize who you are so that you will act correctly. You will just do the role without getting involved or attached or confused about it. So that is the story. So I'll come. Today is also a special day because we worship Lord Shiva. 16 Mondays we have decided to worship, and today was the 6th Monday. It will go on till November. And here in this Shiva Puja we do here, and later the Umameshwara Swami temple, which is coming up next to where the Patshala will be ready, then the Puja will be shifted there. That's due for inauguration during Dashara. It will also have a Lingam, a Ratham, Utsav Murtis, and everything as per the Agama Shastras, our scriptural instructions, is being done very authentically, very legitimately, just as it would be in those ancient times. The other thing that is happening today is that almost 5 years ago, Bhagavan had told me to cover the top of the Anandam tower in gold plating. But somehow COVID came, and then nothing we could discuss, and whoever was supposed to get it done was not available, and we gave up that idea. We thought it's gone and leave it at that. And I also wondered, why do we need to gold plate the top of Anandam? A temple's Kalasham is gold plated, or some deity, or sometimes the whole Shikharam is gold plated. That is a tradition, because gold is some kind of a metal that India celebrates as a kavacham. Kavacham means protection. That is why our Rudraksha malas are covered in gold or things like that, because that metal has the property of protection. Also it has a property probably of certain energies it absorbs, and that is why all the shikharas are plated gold. So we never thought about it like that, but it was his desire at that point in time. He had wished that it should happen. I could not get it done, and as I said, after COVID we never took it up. Now recently again this surfaced in my mind that this is one thing, instruction which had not happened. So I called up our people and said, let us put that kavacham on top of the Anandam. For some reason he wanted it, let us do that. So I am still to understand why exactly it is, but what I feel is that we are doing that because Anandam is like an energy tower. All the temple shikharas, the top of the temples, the kalshas were energy points. They were like receivers, antenna, which will receive the universal energy and flow it into the deity below. And that deity further disperses the energy to all those who come in its proximity. That was the original idea of why shikharas were having this gold tops, and then why they had a certain geometry. Even when Anandam was being built, Bhagavan was very particular that the tower should be taller. Actually earlier the tower was much shorter. It was only 1 floor high. So your Anandam is 3 floors high, and then tower was another 1.5 floors high. But he personally asked for it to be further stretched up disproportionately. So it actually slightly disproportionate. If you look at Anandam's clock tower, it looks a little too tall for the size of the building. But he insisted that it should be taller than what it was. He had a plan, and then he wanted a clock on it, clock tower, because time is God. That also was put. And then recently he told Ashtadikpalakas should be there. So all Ashtadikpalakas, the 8 deities who take care of the 8 directions, they were all placed on top as statues. Then on top of that, this tower, and then he had told put a gold cap on that, which we could not do so far, but today it has got done. Today is also a good day, a good muhurtam. This is Shiva Kshetra, this is Somavara, again Shiva's day, a good month, Shravan Masa, and then this is an auspicious time of the year also, these 3-4 months. And I feel there is something in the offing. Something is happening, a cosmic shift, some universal change in the energy. And Anandam is, as I said, it is that antenna which is bringing all that beautiful cosmic energy into this place. It was always like that. It's very powerful if you go there. And then that ritual is going to be performed. I have Muhurtam only till 12:55, so I must go now. And then I will come back after that in the afternoon. Okay? Till then you continue to practice Drigadrishya Viveka. Object and the seer Viveka. Right? So now you do that, today you practice that, and also check whether you have really forgiven the person whom you are supposed to forgive. Both you check and come tomorrow. All right, I'll go then.
सर्वसुगुण सिंधवे सकल सुजन बंधवे सर्वसुगुण सिंधवे सकल सुजन बंधवे गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महित मंगलम सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महित मंगलम दीन दुखित पोषकाय दान धर्म प्रेरकाय दीन दुखित पोषकाय दान धर्म प्रेरकाय सर्वलोकहितरताय सर्वमंगलम सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महितमंगलम वेदनादवर्धकाय विश्वशान्तिस्थापकाय वेदनादवर्धकाय विश्वशान्तिस्थापकाय ब्रह्मज्ञानबोधकाय दिव्यमंगलम सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महितमंगलम सदय हृदय राजिताय सुमन सदन शंकराय सदय हृदय राजिताय सुमन सदन शंकराय शरण मुक्ति कारणाय मोक्षमंगलम सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महितमंगलम सत्य साई प्रियाय सत्य प्रेम विग्रहाय सत्य साई प्रियाय सत्य प्रेम विग्रहाय नित्य शुद्ध निर्मलाय नित्य मंगलम सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महितमंगलम सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महितमंगलम ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक पति महेश्वर ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित आशिक कल्पलतीका आपपादा ओम जय जगदीश हरे माता पिता गुरुदैवमु पर्यन्तयु नीवे स्वामी पर्यन्तयु नीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथा नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथा नागेन्द्राशय ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूप ओजस्वी साई महादेव सद्गुरु साई महादेवा मंगल हारति अंदुको मंगल हारति अंदुको मंगल गिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु। शांति शांति शांति। जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय। जय